What does that say? You are live on a Monday. How are we, people? Good evening. Welcome to Monday Night Live on Cole's Place. My name is Colin. Great to have you along. Thanks for tuning in to a Monday Night Live. It is just gone 9 p.m. UK time. Hope you're well. Thanks for popping in. If you're new to the channel, my name's Colin. I'm based here in sunny Bournemouth. It's a bit darker now, actually, but usually sunny Bournemouth on the south coast of the UK. If you're new and you've not yet done so, subscribe because it's free by hitting the subscribe button. And whether you're new or not, if you're coming into the live, whether you're watching it live or on catch up, hit the thumbs up because it pushes it out there to YouTube so more people can join in. And you can hit the bell for notifications. Right, okay, I normally go live on a Tuesday around about 7:30 p.m. But I'll explain why in a minute. That still might be happening tomorrow. However, you've got a bonus live tonight, and I'll explain the reasons why. I'm just going to log into my other phone because I can't see comments because they're miles away, and I'm blind as a bat, right? So I'm just going to log in, and I can see what everybody's saying. Oh my God, 18 of you in already. Wow. And I'm experimenting tonight. I'm just going to go in on my laptop as well. Beautiful. There we go. I can see everybody. I can see you all now. You're all looking well. You're all looking great. Right. Hope everyone's good. Hope everybody's well. Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in on a Monday night. It was a little bit unscheduled. As I said at the beginning, I don't normally do a Monday. But basically, as I've done in a few weeks back, Saf and I are going out tomorrow. We're going on a little road trip in the £400 Zafira, and we're going to take you lovely people with us. We're going to do some videos. We haven't, believe it or not, the truth is we haven't decided where we're going yet. We're going to get up in the morning and we're going to go, right? We're just going to go and we'll see where we end up. It might be somewhere we've been before. It might not. We have not got the foggiest where we're going, but we're going to go tomorrow. We're running out of summer. Can't believe it's the middle of August already. So we're running out of summer. So tomorrow we're going to be out and about. If where we end up tomorrow night, I get a decent signal and I can go live and there's something nice for you to see. I mean, it'll be somewhere nice anyway, but there'll be something for you to see. I'll go live tomorrow night, 7:30-ish, right, approximately. But just in case I can't get a signal, if we end up somewhere remote, like, I don't know, some dodgy island somewhere, you're all going to think I'm going to Tenerife. Now I'm not, but you know what I mean. If we're going to get out in the sticks, out in the countryside, a little surf spot or something, and I've got no signal, then I won't go live. I'll put a notice up if I can, and then we'll use tonight as Tuesday live. Does that make sense, or am I just talking crap? Tell me. Anyway, so that's it. That's why I'm live tonight. A little bit later than scheduled because I'll be honest with you, I forgot I wasn't working tonight. I normally do a Monday night quiz in O'Neill's bar in Bournemouth. However, tonight they've got the football on. They've got the first game of the season. They're doing a big football thing, so it is giving it a rest this week. And I was a bit sort of thankful because I'm absolutely shattered. So yeah, I've got no work tonight. A Monday night off, so I thought I'd spend it with you, lovely people. Do a live, make the most of it. And yeah, so that's why I'm a little bit late because I got all but ready to go, and then it hit me last minute. I wasn't there. I even got the quiz downloaded, and I did a music round and everything. Oh my God, I've never been so organised in my life. And then all of a sudden, I thought, shit, I'm not there. So here I am, Monday. Right, there's loads in. There's 23 in. Loads coming up. I've got loads of news to tell you. I've got update with Saf. I've got massive channel news. I've got some sort of channel developments as well. And then, yeah, just general gossip. So if there's anything any of you lot want to tell me, have a go. Have a go. Just before I read comments and do a roll call, there's been a lot of new subscribers to the channel lately. Now, if you're one of those people and you're watching in the background, please come in the chat and say hello. You know, let me know who you are. You know, I'm imagining if you've joined a channel over the last week or two, it's on the back of the Bournemouth videos I've been putting up. You're more than welcome to come in the chat. Please come in the chat. If you've got a YouTube channel, let us know. We'll push it for you. But yeah, if you're new to the channel, come in the chat, say hello, and introduce yourself. Don't be shy. Nobody bites in this. Right, let's see who's in anyway. I'm ratting on, aren't I? Stuart Donnelly, straight in. Evening call, just waiting in the lobby. 2 lives in one day, impressive. Thank you, mate. Yeah, the last one was at some ungodly hour last night. We had a late night live last night, and it was great chat. We're putting the world to rights. Superb. Brian is in. Hello, nice surprise. Hi, Bryony, how are you? It's a nice surprise. I hope it's nice. Raymondo, Patricia, evening, guys. Hope you're both well. Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Anne Elson's in. Evening, Cole says Anne. Evening, Anne. How are you? David Butler's in. Picture and sound good. Thank you, David. Wonderful. At least you can see and hear me droning on. Emma Gulliver. Hi, Emma. Hi, Colin Staff. Hope you're both well. Yeah, Staff's absolutely fine. She's fine, thank you. She's in the other room on a call, I believe, to a friend in Galway. I think tonight she's talking to somebody. I don't know. Louise Parks. Hi, Louise. How are you doing? Hope you're well. Everyone's saying hello. Pat Morin. Good evening, Pat. Not long since we last spoke. Nicky's in. I can't take you serious with that hair. Hey, come on. There's nothing wrong with this hair. I'm going to give you a hair update in a bit. Ruth Robertson's in. Hi, Ruth, I did see a notification about your live, but I'll be honest with you, I was getting ready for the work that I thought I was going to, so I didn't catch it. I'll watch it on catch up if you've not deleted it. Carol Smith. Hi, Carol. How are you? JBM, what happened to work? There you go. Explained that, I think, Jay. I hope you didn't miss it, but they've got footy on and I forgot. I'm losing the plot. Ruth says, went to, what's that, the Zeal Park Hotel. Oh, very nice in Motherwell. Oh, very nice. After the main course was okay. We left our desserts for taking too long, so my dad just paid for what we had. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Jass is in. Hi, Jassy, Rocky Earth guy, in the house from Maidenhead. Oh, you're back home, mate. That makes a change for you. Oh, you've had some good travels, mate. I've seen a couple of videos when I've been sat in traffic and stuff, having a spare minute, you know what I mean? Sorry the 1 a.m. live wouldn't load for me, but other lives did. Oh, I don't know what happened there, Jay. Sort out your signal. Who else have we got? Everyone's saying hello. Cool, there's loads of you tonight. 29 in. Thank you very much. Hit the thumbs up, says Anne. Thank you, Anne. If people will be reading mine, would you have a look at it? Oh, we're still having idiot problems in the lives. Oh my god! Listen, guys, no matter what, it's YouTube, isn't it? You're gonna get idiots. It's school holidays; they're allowed to stay up late. You know what I mean? Don't. The more you feed them, the more they do it. Is what I think. So it's not right pugs and bully. No, it isn't right, and it's not fair. I never. Yes, Cole says Rocky back in the UK for now. Well, he doesn't say for now, but we know it's for now. Right, that's everyone. Yeah, so thanks for joining in, people. Let me get my drink sorted. I've got a really dodgy drink tonight. You know, I like to show you various drinks. Well, this one was, I don't know where I got this from. I think I picked it up from one of the pubs I was in. It's 0 calories, right? Because I'm on a bit of the old diet. I've got to lose a few of the chins. I've already lost 1. I've got about another 6 to go, right? Which is why I've been doing a lot of late night walkie videos. Everyone's saying to me, do you ever go to bed? What I'll do is now, when I finish a gig, I go for a walk, clear my head, fresh air, lose a few calories, a few pounds, and yeah, all that sort of stuff. So tonight I've got 0 calorie roller cola. Look at that. Roller cola. Anyone ever heard of that? I've never heard of that in my life, but we're going to give it a blast. I'm going to pour it in a clear glass, and I'm going to pour it in the Karev plastic disposable cup. So let's have a look what it looks like. Here we go. Roller cola. It's probably full of shit. Low calorie cola flavoured soft drink with sweeteners, made in Sunderland. So drink chilled and enjoy within 24 hours of opening. Best before. All right, it's 2028, so we're best before. I'm not going to read out the ingredients because it sounds like a GCSE chemistry exam. Right, it's nice and fizzy. Look at that. Can you see that, everybody? Roller cola, as they say in Sunderland. There you go. Cheers, good health. Let me know what you're drinking. Oh, it's sweet. Blimey. Strike a light. That's sweet. And I put it into my Karev environmentally friendly cup anyway, so now you've all seen it. There we go. Roller cola. Oh, I could do this as well. It's like a very sweet Pepsi is the best way to describe it. It's nice though. I'll have that. We'll have that. Be nice with some ice and a bit of lemon in. But I haven't got any. I've got ice, but I've got no lemons at the minute, so I'll have to go without. Back in the UK, says Jesse. Everyone's waiting. I need to lose a few chins too. I hate my jaw. Not wrong with you, Bryony. You don't need to lose out. It's us fatties that needs to get on the old treadmill. Need to get on the Jags like Paz. On the what? On the Jags? What are they? No, these people are meant to be regular sports, but they've said nasty. Jay, listen, Jay. Don't even feed them. Don't talk about them. Don't say nothing, because people like that, if they see you getting stressed over it and you keep bringing it up, they're gonna do it more. Ignore, block and ignore, block and ignore, block and ignore. That's all you do, mate. Honestly, they get fed up. Russo's been bought a car. Oh, nice. Bentley. Where did you buy that from, Colin? Roller Cola. Where did I get it? It's been in the fridge for a while because it's nice and cold. I can't think. I shop in Sainsbury's or Lidl, but I don't think I got it in the shopping. I generally can't remember where I got it from. I think I picked it up from one of the pubs I work in. When am I going on holiday again? Good question. I'll tell you in a bit. Monjaro. What's Monjaro? Monjaro. Where's that? I'm not going there. Dave Mulready. Evening, Dave. Thank you. I do need to lose a few inches, though. Do you know what? We all do, don't we? But, there's no point stressing over it. You know what I mean? No point stressing over it. Life is too short. But I know what you mean. It's good to be healthy. I notice, when I get a bit bloated, and it's always at the end of the summer because I've been working so much. And when you're working, you have a few beers, or you come home and you have a burger or a kebab, you're busy, and that's when I pile it on, and it's, you have to manage it a bit, don't you? So, doing a bit of walking. I'm going to try and get back into the gym this week as well. Now Saf's going back to college in a couple of weeks. I'll have more time and freedom on my hands. I won't have to, not that I have to be with her at home 24/7, but you know what I mean. I'll have more time on my hands because she won't be here. So I'm going to get back into my gym as well. Monjaro is the weight lose jabs. All right. Never heard of that. Hang on, I've missed a few things here. When you're going on holiday, Monjaro, right? So Monjaro's a weight losing jabs. Not my thing at all. I'd rather run around the block and lose it that way naturally. I'd rather run around the block and stop eating burgers and drinking loads of beer. That's a much better way to lose weight than injecting shit into your body. Gav, what's happened with your hair? It's grown. Right, all right, hair update, people. I'm looking at it on my laptop screen. It doesn't look that bad. It's not that bad. Right, what it is, right, Gav and Nikki, who are ripping me to bits all the time about my hair, right? I had it cut last in May, end of May, just before I went to Mallorca, just before I went to Magaluf, right? I had it cut then. Skin fade round the sides. Have a look at my Magaluf videos, you'll see it nice and short. And since then, I've been non-stop flat out, June, July, and August. I just haven't had the opportunity to go over to my mate Bailey in Boscombe and get it cut. Right, he'll think I've died because he's not seen me. I used to go every 4 weeks because it grows dead quick. Right, I used to go 4 weeks. Haven't had a chance. Haven't been. I will go one day, but not yet. And then about a month ago, everybody who knows me, it's like 50-50. Some are saying get it cut. Some are saying don't get it cut. And there's more saying don't get it cut, which is making me even lazier because I'm thinking, all right, if people are telling me not to go and get it cut, that means they're either laughing at me because I look like an idiot, or it generally looks better longer. Either way, it's my excuse not to go and get it cut. So that's why it's not been cut. But at the minute, it's just going very curlier and very wavier, and you can see me grey more. So a haircut is due soon, but it won't be yet. I might leave it for another week or two, see how we go. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what's happening with me hair, Gav. Hope you're well. Hope the family's well. Never heard of that brand of cola. Roller Cola. Roller Cola. I've had it a while. I'm trying to think where they got it from. I don't know. If I remember what pub I got it in, I'll put a thing on my notice board. Or if I find it somewhere, I'll let you know. Cole, why is Amazon not the place to buy camera gear or SD cards? I haven't got a clue, mate. I've never bought any off there. I've never bought any camera gear or anything like that off Amazon, mate. If I buy anything online like that, I tend to use eBay more for some reason. Don't bother with Amazon as much. I don't bother. Monjaro is the weight loss jabs. Nah, not for me. I'm sorry, not for me. Dave Butler's only 5 weeks today, and you're in Tenerife again. Andorra, nice one. Oh, David and Anne, 5 weeks. So when's that you going? When are we now? Middle of August. So you're going round about third week in September around there. Great time of year to go, September, isn't it? Beautiful time of year to go. I think, honestly do think Tenerife is at its best sort of aesthetically in May, end of April and May, and sort of September, October. And it's not piping up where you're uncomfortable either, is unless you get. They've got a Kalima at the minute, haven't they? I think. Cole, you'll lose 2 stone when you get your hair cut. It's not. Come on, Nicky. I've told you 1,000,000 times not to exaggerate. Right? It's not that. It's not that long. David, why don't you move in with Webby in Tenerife? Oh my God! Imagine that. David Butler don't want to live with Webby. Nobody wants to live with Webby apart from Webby's missus, and even that's flipping debatable. Brian, you're right. Life's too short. Absolutely, life is too short. Nothing wrong with being healthy. Lynn Rowlands is in. Hi, Lynn. You look tired. Yeah, I've had a busy weekend, Lynn. To be fair, I've had a busy weekend. Work all over the weekend. Saturday night, I was out and about, being a bad one. Did a late night live last night after work. Up this morning. I've had quite a few bits to do today, round home and in and out. So I'm off tomorrow. So me and Saf are having a nice chilled day tomorrow. So resting up, Lynn. But thank you. I hope you're well. Hope Paul's well. Cole, I wouldn't touch your hair properly. Got nits. I haven't got nits. My days of having infestations with legs have well and truly gone, mate. Don't worry about it. Hey up, Rick's in. Just Rick, how are you, mate? I was thinking of you before, funnily enough. I was watching your bits of your video where you're driving with Megan to the vault. That one. I was watching you drive through Los Cristianos. Hope you are, mate. Hope they're all well. Evening all. Roller Cola was a 70s copy of Real Cola. It was a cheap copy. Some genius has decided to use name. Brilliant. Yeah, mate. I've got a feeling, because I came home around about a month ago, and I had a load of different cans in my bag from one of the bars I work in, and I'm sure it was amongst them because I shoved a few in the fridge. And I tell you, it definitely is, because I tell you why as well. I've got a banana flavour drink as well, a little can of banana, fizzy banana drink, like a novelty one, and I think it's some of the reps bought in. And I bought some Monster cans of Monster for Jazz and all, for Saf and all that. And yeah, Roller Cola. I wouldn't know, Rick. I wasn't around in the 70s. Not like you, mate. You know what I mean? Rick, I hope you're well. Anne's put a link up to your channel. Nice one. Thank you, Anne. Packing for our visit to family in Paris at the weekend. Oh, very nice, Catherine. Beautiful, lovely Paris. Heard of Polar Cola? Never heard of it. Rocky Earth Guy, any chance of doing a live of Bournemouth fireworks on a Friday from 10? I'd love to, Jassy, but the issue I've got there is this Friday I'm not actually in Bournemouth. I'm in Reading at Reading Festival, and I think the week after, if there's fireworks the week after, I actually work. I do a karaoke on Friday night, mate, and I won't be able to get out. Although it's only a stone's throw from where the fireworks are launched, I can't get out because I have to run down the road and do that. And I have a pub full of people, mate. I'd love to have done it. Yeah, and I think they end. They normally end when the kids go back to school, so it's not something I'm going to get a chance to do. Do apologise. Roller Cola is a carbonated. All right, okay. Someone's doing the research. Colin's in. Hi, Colin. How do, Colin? Nice night here. Look forward to 2 weeks in static. And you, oh, that's come around quick, hasn't it, Colin? They're known for 5 days and lost Chris for a fortnight. Wow. How the other half live. I'm reading all these comments and I've got loads to tell you. I need to catch up. Didn't get notified of the late live. Oh, sorry, Carol. It went out. It was quite late last night. It was late. It was about 2 a.m. We had about, at one point, I think we had about 15 people, 16 people watching. There was myself, Steve H, Pat Moran popped in the chat, I think, didn't you, Pat? We had a guy from Brazil in. Apologies if he came in and I can't remember because it's like a blurry 3 a.m. memory. But yeah, I'll be doing another one before the end of the week. Don't worry. Roller Cola's relaunched in pubs in April 25 and shops in August 20. All right, okay, fair enough. Yeah, I'm sure there's a couple of boozers down here that have got it now. I've seen it. Is the fireworks just this year or are they every year? What date do they finish? Bournemouth fireworks are every Friday during the summer season. So I think it's mainly August. I think it's usually like last week in July and every Friday in August. And then they end at the end of August when the kids go back to school. But it's every year. They've been doing it for years. They launch them off the end of Bournemouth Pier, I think. They close the pier off and launch them off the end by where the zip wire thing is. They do it there. So it's quite spectacular actually if you're down there because it's nice and reflected in the water and all that sort of stuff. Virgin Cola in the late 80s. I remember that. That was awful stuff. Can you explain the drive-through video and what it's about and why you did it, the last video? Yes, I will do. Cheers, Jay. Thank you for reminding me. Yes, absolutely will do. Right, okay, so what was I going to tell you about? So yeah, tonight's live. It's because I'm hopefully live tomorrow. Me and Saf are going out for a trip out tomorrow, a nice chilled out day somewhere. And if we stay out late enough and where we go, we've got a signal, I'll do a live from where we are, like a little walkabout live for half an hour or so. But just in case we go somewhere where there's no signal, that's why I'm live tonight. The video Jay's referring to, I posted about an hour or so ago. Basically, it's just a drive-through video. It's just it's funny, a funny but not funny story behind it, actually. It's not the sort of video, you guys who watch me, it's not the sort of video I do. It's like the sort of thing Tim's done in the past, just driving around with a camera. So what I did was I stuck me, I've got a DJI Osmo 5, Action 5, which is basically a GoPro. Stuck me GoPro, used it as a dash cam. Now, over the past couple of weeks, I've done some Bournemouth nighttime videos, which have done really, really well. So thank you for supporting those. One of them's on about 12,000 views. There's another that's on about 3,000. There's another that's on a couple of thousand. So little did I know it, but I've got a new audience. I'll update the board in a bit. A new audience that have came off the back of those. And I was out on Saturday afternoon, and I got approached by one of the regulars who goes in the Goat and Tricycle, one of the pubs where I work. And he came up to me and he's never spoke to me before. And he said, "Oh, it's Colin." He goes, I've been watching your nighttime videos. All right, yeah, nice one. He goes, right. He said, my brother watches them and he's not very well. He can't get out. He's sort of housebound. I won't go into what's up with him. It's not very nice, but he's housebound. And he said he loves watching Bournemouth videos. He watches Explorism, a couple of other Bournemouth vloggers. He said, but he's after like a guided tour of Bournemouth. Is there any chance you could do that on a sunny day? And I thought, well, Bournemouth's pretty big. I ain't walking around the whole of Bournemouth, you know what I mean? So what I did was I rigged up the camera in the car windscreen yesterday afternoon. And me and Saf, we love going out for a drive on a Sunday afternoon when the weather's nice. So what we did is we started off in Bournemouth town centre. We drove over to Sandbanks, the posh bit. Then we drove back over to Southbourne, back through Boscombe, where this guy lives. We literally went past his flat, and then we came back into Bournemouth town centre. And I sort of edited it down because it was about an hour. It was about an hour or so long with the traffic, and a lot of it was boring. So I just edited it and put like the sort of nice bits that I particularly wanted to see, and I put it together. And I was just going to put it up, and I was going to put it as unlisted and then just send him a link so only he could see it. But I thought, you know what, other people might want to see it as well, and apparently they do because it's got a few views. So that's the reason behind that video. It's not something I'm going into or going to be doing regular. Driving around filming Bournemouth. It's just a one-off thing just for this gent. And if he's watching, Kev, I hope you get better, mate. Okay. If he's watching, I'm sure he's enjoyed it. I hope he has. So that's it. That's the reason for that video tonight. It's not something I'll be doing regular. The traffic's too mad in Bournemouth for me to do that. And I think people find it boring if I do it all the time. So there you go. That's why that video is on. The Bournemouth nighttime videos I've done, as I said, they're going really well. It was just a one-off thing I did. The first one I did went completely nuts. The second one, people like to see what's left of the Bournemouth nightlife. There's a load of people reminiscing about all the old bars and stuff, which is great. And the last one I did was a walk through Bournemouth Gardens, which was 2:30 a.m., which was a little bit sketchy. I got a bit of stick for it, but hey ho, that's life. But I thought people would like to see what really goes on, as opposed to what all the negativity that's in the papers about Bournemouth at the minute. So yeah, there you go. So that's them. So I'll be doing some more of them as well. And I'll also be doing some nightlife walks. While I'm not going abroad, I'm going to be doing some nightlife walks of other towns and cities. So Portsmouth's on the list, Southampton, and a couple of other places. So I'll be going around looking at the sort of what goes on after hours and doing a few of them as well, because obviously they're quite popular. So that's just something, and it interests me. You know, I love seeing like areas of nightlife like Veronica's and all that. So if that's your thing, look out for them. So there you go. Hope that's right for you, Jay. Let's see who's in the chat. Explain the drive. Thank you, Jay. I was at Carol Smith. You're awake as well. Oh my God. It was about 2:30 this morning. Started something like that. We had a lady in as well who lives just a few miles away who was flying out to Tenerife next week. She's going for 10 days, staying in Costa Rica, and she'd been. Although she lives literally local to me, a couple of miles away, she actually was watching a channel because of my Tenerife stuff, and she came in a chat last night. So we had a nice little mix last night. The Brazilian guy was from Northampton. Miss LJ Smiley, they launched them off a boat, or they did the other night. All right, you might be right then. I thought it was off the end of a pier. Maybe they do off a boat. Sounds reasonable. Colt, should get yourself a beer, Colt. Great paddleboarding in the lakes and quite a bit of surfing in North Yorkshire. Yeah, I've seen a surfing scene over in North Yorkshire. Filey Coast, Redcar, there's some great breaks up there, great waves. Would love to, yeah. I've got to be honest, the lake, I was speaking to Master Lee about the lakes because he goes there a lot. Always rains, doesn't it? And it's a bit too close to Blackpool. No, I'm only joking. I'd love to go to the lakes. Yeah, one of these days I will venture back up north. But yeah, North Yorkshire, the coast there, the water will be flipping freezing. But there's some nice, there's a good surfing scene sort of building up in the northeast there. Definitely will go. Shirley's in. Hi, Shirley. What camera did he use for the drive-through? It was the DJI Osmo 5, Osmo Action 5. So just basically a GoPro type camera. That's all. That's the kind of thing to do. Will be such a special video for Kev. Yeah, I hope so. If it gives him half an hour of pleasure sat there while he's not too good, why not? And it's nice. It's an easy one to make. Just sit back and drive. Beats walking around at 2 a.m. God damn it, I didn't get a notification. Sorry, Vinnie, how are you, mate? Hello, sexy, says Vinnie. Vinnie M in the house. Rocky Earth Guy. Reading, 25 minutes from Maidenhead. Will ping you call. I'm free Monday to Thursday. Yeah, Jossie, thank you so much. However, what it is Friday, I'm not actually going into Reading. I'm not going to be vlogging around there. We're going to Reading Festival. This is the other thing I was going to tell you. Leading me nicely on to this weekend. Friday, Saf and I were going to Reading Festival. Which would take me out all day Friday, basically, until the early hours Saturday morning. So, yeah, music festival. It's on all weekend, but we're only going to the Friday. And then Sunday, and we're back in Bournemouth on the Saturday. Don't know what we're doing Saturday yet. It's undecided. It depends on how Saf's feeling. But then Sunday, we're going over to Portsmouth to Victorious Festival. So Friday night there's Chapel Rowan and Hosier, the Irish guy, headlining, and Sunday night it's going to be Kings of Leon. Sunday night, going to see Kings of Leon in Portsmouth. So I'll knock up a couple of videos. I know not a lot of people watch the festival videos, but oh, talking the devil, message off Scott's Kev. I'll read that in a bit. What was I going to say? Yeah, I know the festival videos don't get watched much, but they're more of a sort of record for me and Saf, so we can look back on it in years to come. But I'll be doing some videos there, Reading Festival and Portsmouth. Victorious Festival. Fantastic festival. If you're ever down in Portsmouth, August Bank Holiday, and you want to see a good mix of music and comedy, and it's a massive big family festival on the seafront in Southsea. Beautiful setting, and they have a great mix of acts on, sort of old bands, new bands, all sorts. So that's where we're going. That's this weekend. So yeah, Jassy, I'm sorry, mate. I won't actually be in Reading vlogging. It's purely the festival I'm going. Love all your vlogs from Bournemouth in the daytime. Thank you, Catherine. Yeah, I'll be doing some more daytime stuff. I've got one lined up actually later this week. Where are we? What day is it now? Monday. Weather dependent, Wednesday or Thursday, I'm going to be out and about filming in Bournemouth daytime. So look out for that. I'll definitely get that up as soon as I can. No notifications lately, Cole. Yeah. It's mad. No, I don't know if Rick's still in. I've had a lot of people saying they're not getting notifications. The problem is that we don't send them out as the channel holders, if you like. We don't issue the notifications. We just put a video up or go live or put a short up or whatever. And I believe, somebody YouTube, you might correct me, but I believe it's something YouTube are meant to initiate. So I put a video up. If you've pressed the bell, then you're meant to get the notification from YouTube. It's not something I instigate. It's something that's automatically done. So I do not know why people don't get notifications. Oh, there you go. Rick is in still. I take it you're talking to me. Hey, sweetie cheeks. Rick, I will drop you a message if you're still watching, mate, and let you know what's going on behind the scenes, mate. Okay. Lisa McKenzie, hi, Cole, hi, everyone in chat. Hi, Lisa. How are you? Hope you're well. Nice to pop in. Just Rick, you wish Cole knows it's him. Is Rick getting jealous of our thing, Vinnie? He doesn't know the thing we've got on. Too far north, you'll have a nosebleed. Good point, Stuart. Evening, Trisha. Trisha's in. Cole, you doing a live tonight? I'm here now, Jay. What are you on about? I'm here now. If you mean a late live, I don't think I will be, no. I don't think I will be doing a late live. It's going to be later in the week, mate. Everyone's saying hello to Mr. Rick. Do you remember a long time ago, it's about rubbing all that? Suddenly we found it, funeral, so I've had a drink. Hey, Vinny, sorry, mate. I'm out of touch with all the what's going on with people and all. I've not been in many lives and stuff. I'm sorry to hear that, mate. He had his funeral, I had a drink. So nothing wrong with that. If you've had a drink, Vinny, the best advice I'm going to give you is this: have another, and we'll have a drink for him. Bless you, Vinny. Can only see soon yours. Yeah, seconded. Thank you, Rick. I'll second that. If you want to see some Reading vlogs, check my channel out. Sheila Huckle, I've seen Kings of Leon in Glasgow. Carl Falcon. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I remember you saying. I'm thinking I'd like to make next year festivals. Yeah. I believe Kings of Leon are fantastic live. I've had a few people say, oh, because they don't do many dates today in the UK. So I'm really looking forward to that. Last year, we went to the same festival last year, and it was Snow Patrol, followed by Fatboy Slim. Now, that sounds a bit of a heady mix, but it worked, and they're absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So I really look forward to it this year. All cool, Cole. Thank you, Jassy. But another time, Jassy, we will meet up, mate. Not a problem. If you're ever down here or if I'm ever over there, we will arrange something. I promise you, mate. I'd love to meet up because it's one of them, isn't it? Still here, pal. People need to hit the bell. Yeah, thank you. That's it, Rick. I can say myself, I've pushed the bell for notifications of channels that I daily want to watch when something comes up, and I've not had notifications, and then I've gone back in, and for whatever reason, the bell has been unpushed. So whether it's a YouTube glitchy thing, So you hit the bell and then it unbells you. Does that make sense? I don't know if that's what's happening, Rick. There's a mate of mine who does like remixes, DJ remixes, and he does some pretty good stuff. And I follow his channel quite avidly because he knocks out 2 or 3 a week. He's a genius. And when I push the bell, I should get notifications, and I do now and again, but not for every single thing he puts out. Does that make sense? So, and then I go into his channel and I have to push the bell again. So it's like YouTube's pushing it for me. And I think that's what might be happening with people. 43, and thank you, people. Nice to see you all. Oh, it's another one. They're all coming out of the woodwork. Scotsman, Kevin. Hi, Kev. Rick, hope you both well. Just send you a message, call on bus away. Yeah, nice one, Kev. I saw it flash up. I'll have a look after the live, mate. Hope you're well. Hope family's well. Excuse me, wow. Vinnie, we've both been through a tough time, but hopefully a brighter future as all. We'll drink to that. Where's me roller cola? We'll drink to that. And I know, Anne, you've been through a mental time this past few months, Anne. Col, I get your notifications, no problem. They're usually at 3 a.m. I think there's only me, you, and Steve H awake at 3 a.m, Pat. The night owls. Oh, dear. Yeah, hope you're well, Kev. Just sitting on the bus on the way back from Glasgow. Oh, I've been getting around. Not been getting all notifications. Did get one for this live. Someone messaged me to tell you alive. All right, okay. Word gets round. Right, I'm going to scour down, and then I like scouting for girls, but I'm no good at it. I've actually met them, Raymundo, Patricia. I've actually appeared on the same bill as scouting for girls. There's the claim to fame for you. I DJ'd on at a festival. Well, it wasn't a festival. It was a university summer ball a few years back now. Not long after it became famous. It was 2008, and it was Bournemouth University summer ball, and there was scouting for girls, Pendulum. Who else was there? There was an Arctic Monkeys tribute band who were absolute awful. There's a couple I can't remember who else there was now, and there was myself DJing. There you go, scouting for girls. Good bunch of lads. Fatboy Slim has sponsored Van Damme. My godson is also making a video. Oh, nice one. Exciting for us here. Oh, that's great news, Shirley. Good on him. That's a break and a half. Anything, any connection with Fatboy Slim, and you know, he's worldwide. That guy, he's the most underrated DJ going. Colin got 4 jobs from the agency app I used for work. Was in the 3-minute queue, but didn't get 1 job for this week so far. But hopefully I'll get on soon. Just need to be quicker at it. Fastest fingers first, JBM. All things Keith. Alright, Keith. Keith's been sunning himself in Tenerife. Notifications account for 6% of views. It's not worth worrying about. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, Kev. I didn't even know I didn't even think it was that many. So I've never worried about it. It's just, I think a lot of people, a lot of viewers have the impression that we do something to send those notifications out. Do you know what I mean? That's the impression I get. I might be wrong. You know, like when we put a video up, we press a button saying, please send a notification to Kevin. And we don't, do we? As far as I know, we don't. It's a YouTube instigated thing, isn't it? It's not something we have any control of over sending notifications out. I believe you or Rick might say different. I don't know. What do I know? Can't really talk about it because I signed agreement, not so much on YouTube. It's the same industry as my YouTube channel. I don't want to lose it. Hey, no, keep it stunk. Jay, tell people what you think. They need to know. Roller Cola, 3 litre bottle so big, can't get in the fridge, courtesy of Peter K. We had a shit couple of months, says Rick, and we have something massive going on whilst all the stress is going on. We're filming vlogs to be shown next year when hopefully happier times due. Do you know what? I think everybody's lives at the minute, I don't mean lives as in YouTube lives, I mean generally everybody's lives, everyone's got a bit of turmoil going on, haven't they, at the minute? I consider myself very fortunate. You know, life isn't a bed of roses when with Saf's health and this, that, and the other. But at least on a day-to-day basis, you know, we're fairly happy and things are, touch wood. I know I'm tempting fate here now, but touch wood, there's nothing major going on. But practically everybody I know has got something going on, and it's one of them. Life's ups and downs, isn't it? Your ups and your downs, and it's just a case of getting through and trying to remain as healthy as possible. Yeah, Rick, I've not seen your vlog where you said you and Shelley, you had stuff going on. I do apologise. I will catch up on it, but you know where we are, mate. You know where we are. And yeah, Kev, I'll drop you a message, mate. All right. Yeah, but yeah, I hope everything's okay, Rick. Honestly, I do. So you and Shelley are one sound top banana couple with your daughters there and everything you've got going on. You've got a big thing going on in Tenerife, and you're a big part of Tenerife for a lot of people, and you're going to be okay. Let's have a look. Rick and who shows us time? Yeah, so yeah, absolutely. Kaylee's in. Hi, Cole from Tenerife. Not making us jealous at all, Kaylee. No. Scotsman Kev sounds better, dude, but loving the channel. Kevin, keep going. Kev's got a great channel. Goes all over the place, does that, Kev? Rick, I know you've had a tough time. Yeah, absolutely. My claim to fame, a best mate's dog at groomer's mum's hairdresser, knew David Bowie. Hang on, let me process that one, because that's quite tenuous, Vinnie. My best mate's, so your best mate's dog groomer's mum. So your best mate's got a dog groomer, and it's the dog groomer's mum knew David Bowie. Mind blown. B&M 3 litre Diet Coke, £1.10 for bar can drinks. I tell you what, this live tonight is just a mine of information, isn't it? Eh? Got what's happening with your knee and SAP scan. Any luck? Yeah, I'll bring her up. My knee's fine. Touch wood. That's probably a fate attempted a minute ago. I'll walk out of here later. I'll have a blood clot. No, I'm absolutely fine, thank you, Jay. So there's nothing to update on there. I just have to take an aspirin every day. SAF's MRI, there's a bit of a dispute about it at the minute. We went to a consultant back in May. The consultant referred her for a full MRI. A few days later, the consultant retired. The MRI request went to the radiology team, or whatever they call themselves, radiographers. The radiographer team queried it back to the consultant because they don't think a full MRI is necessary. Consultant retired, nobody else picked it up. Me and Saf are sitting here, Saf especially, with our fingers twiddling, waiting to hear. Nobody picked it up. It was left in the midst. So I called them a couple of weeks back. They're all looking at each other, not me, not me, not me. I made another complaint. They've come back to us today. They're still disputing that she doesn't need a full MRI, but they are looking at an MRI of some sort. They've explained why they think she doesn't need a full MRI, because they want to test for the early onset of arthritis, and a full MRI would not reveal whether she's got early onset of arthritis. It needs a local MRI, which she's already had, which came back clear. However, they still want to do further MRIs just to make sure there's nothing else untoward. And we're waiting now for the date and the extent of that. So that's where Saf's sat at the minute. She's a bit worried about it, obviously, because she's going back for year 2 of college, which is a final year, and then it's onwards to university. And she's got to start making decisions. And what she's saying is, her mindset at the minute, quite rightly, is if I apply for university in this year and I get accepted for a place at university A, B, C, or D, what happens in a year's time if my health's deteriorated and I can't attend that university? I need to know where to stand. So that's what we're going back to them with, because they're dragging the heels. She hasn't even got a firm diagnosis yet, not one that's of any substance anyway. So that's where we're at the minute. So I'll keep you updated. But Saf herself is actually, she's fine. She's absolutely buzzing. She's having a great summer. Mentally she's absolutely top form. Pain in the arse. Loving life. She really is. She's doing everything. She's managing her health very well. I've got to put a Venice vlog up. She keeps reminding me. She's been to Venice this summer. She's looking forward to the festivals. She's actually really, really looking forward to going back to do year 2 at college. So yeah, she's good on her. But it's just this in the background, this niggling question, what is up with me? It must be awful. And now and again, practically every other day, she's got this sort of constant pain in her limbs and that. So that's where she's at. And it'll sort itself out, as I keep saying. Right, let's get these comments done. Time's going on, innit? How long do you lot want me to stay on for? Because I'll be honest with you, I'm doing nothing. I'm just sat here listening to you lot, watching you lot. Let's whiz down the comments. Cole, what's happening? Yeah, thank you, Jay. Nikki, after a crap year so far, I'm back to work 1st of September. Yeah, see, Nikki's had it tough. I won't go into it, Nikki. It's for you to tell people, but you've not been too good. But it's good to hear you getting back. You'll be flying around Europe like a mad one. Just Rick, Kev, I have a mug and card. I think with money in it, my kitchen cupboard. I hope you're a St. Mirren fan because that's on the mug. Vinnie flaming ignore. I'm going to cry and blow my nose. Don't worry about him, Jay. Good to meet Nikki. Yeah, right. I'm not ignoring anyone's comments, right? I'm scanning to make sure I'm not missing anything important. If I've missed something important, put it in again and shout at me. Here's what Dave Buller, one of my true claims to fame is that my daughter-in-law, who was living in Tenerife as a beauty therapist at the time, had a client who went with her to a fortune teller who told the... Where's part 2, David? You've left me on a cliff edge. One of my true claims to fame is that my daughter-in-law, who was living in Tenerife as a beauty therapist, at the time had a client who went with her to a fortune teller who told, oh my God, we're all waiting. Yvonne Brown's in, evening Yvonne. JBM's still blowing his nose. Just Rick, thanks very much. I've done my thumbs up. Thank you, Rick. See, Rick's a true pro. Rick does the thumbs up. He feels my pain. Rick knocks out these marvelous vlogs over 2 channels, right? And he doesn't get the thumbs up. He just gets people going to Tenerife and stalking him in bars and stuff, you know what I mean? And borrowing a tenner off him and not paying him back. That's what happens with Rick. Martin Wass, evening Martin, how are you doing? Missed this. That's right, mate. Don't worry, Martin. It's like a sort of one-off just for a bit of a laugh because I forgot I wasn't going into work tonight. You might wait a while for an MRI call. Good luck. Yeah, it is busy, Trisha. It's one of them things, isn't it? To be fair, when she went for the first one, we had the appointment within weeks. It was literally a couple of weeks. We've been waiting on this one now since May. And part of that wait is because they lost it. And it's now been escalated. So hopefully they might sort of push it along a little bit. But I know what you mean. It's absolutely awful. Carol Smith, have they not mentioned DEXA scan? They haven't, Carol. No, I've never heard of that, to be honest with you. Send staff my love. Thank you, Keith. Will do. 100% I will do. I do pass all your messages on. Great to hear about staff. Tell her, say hello. Cheers, Rick. You're about to be the proud dad you've become. Rick, that means a lot. Thank you so much. Yeah, you know exactly where I'm coming from. When your daughter's that age, you sort of want to smother them in cotton wool, don't you? But you can't. And she's doing really well. She's hopefully she'll graduate soon, in 5 or 6 years, be a top-notch lawyer, and then when we're all those lot get in trouble, you can all ring her up and get her to come and bail you out. But I will tell you all one thing about Saf, right? A couple of years ago, she was not too keen on the old flying lark, so that's why I used to go to Tenerife on my own a lot, or I used to drag the likes of Eric or Vic or whatever. Now she's fine with flying. She flew to flipping Venice the other week and didn't bat an eyelid, so she's a bit of a jet setter. But one of the big things with her is she constantly talks about Tenerife. She's Tenerife bug big time. We're trying to get dates to come over or go over rather in October, and some dates came up last night, and straight away, yeah, book it. I was like, well, it's not as easy as that stuff. You've got college dates, I've got work to sort. Just book it. I had to sort of rein it in a little bit. So she loves Tenerife. I bet the warm weather's helped Saf. It has, Vinny. It's a massive difference. she gets, it's different in the summer. She gets like sort of, she still gets like the dull pains round her elbows, round her knees, on her hips, but they're not like, she can still move a bit better. That's what I'm saying. But, and she's making a record, she's keeping a record of this. Every now and again, and when I say every now and again, maybe once, twice a week, she'll get what she describes as a flare up. So yesterday, when we were out in the car, for example, doing that video, she was on about her hands. She was in absolute agony with her hands. They almost sort of, she was holding them sort of like in a lotus position, you know, sort of claw-like. And she said the only way I can describe it as is it's like a flare-up. You know, it will pass. She goes, I know it'll pass. She goes, there's nothing I can do. A couple of nights ago, she got up in the night and run herself a hot bath because, again, it was a back, it was flaring up. It's just things like that. It's so random. And I saw it happen in a mum when her mum was younger. And her mum describes it as seeing it happen in her mum when her mum was younger. And her nan now has passed, but her nan was suffered quite badly with arthritis, and her mum now suffers from arthritis. She's been actually diagnosed with it. They found it on an X-ray when they were X-raying her arm for another problem. Before she'd done her arm in, and they were X-raying it, and they found arthritis. So it's all pointing to that, unfortunately. Which at the age of 17, when you got your life head, it's not good, is it? Follow your dreams, says Shirley. Yeah, listen, everybody, I do pass all this on to her. I really do. Col, if you remember, I had a partial knee replacement, it says in February. Now my knee has gone backwards. Oh, wow, so it keeps dislocating and pain when I walk. So going to see surgeon on Friday. Oh, flipping heck, Emma, that sounds awful. Partially dislocating pain. God, there's nothing worse than that, isn't it? That's going to stop you doing all sorts if you're not careful, mate. I hope it goes well. Go see you're Brighton way, aren't you, Emma? I think. What hospital's that? I caught COVID and flu 3 years ago. Caused a lot of lung damage, which brought on COPD. Mate of mine's got that. Stopped smoking 6 months ago, and after last scan, lung damage is reduced, and I've been discharged. That's great news, Col. There's a mate of mine who suffers with COPD. He's proper. He sounds like he's wheezing all the time, and especially with the heat lately, he's proper struggled. Staff is doing amazing. Proud of it. Thank you, Bryony. Here we go. Part 2. David, the fortune teller, told a client she would marry a singer. The next day in a pub, a family opened a hole in the wall, met Daniel O'Donnell, who she married. Wow. Cool. Let's all go to that fortune teller. I think you've told me that one before, David, haven't you? I'm sure you told me that. That is a good claim to fame, to be fair. Magella. Is that Magella? Is that her name? I'm going to lighten the mood, says Keith. What happened with the hair? Are you going for the surfer look? I've just not had time to get it cut, Keith. That's all it is. I knew Rick was coming in, so I just wanted to remind him of what it's like. You know what I mean? I'm thinking of, do you know what? Funny enough, the other day, now you say that, Keith, right? I was being taken the piss out of in the pub when I was working a couple of nights back, and I thought, you know, I'm going to wind them up. So I said, right, well, the bit, all you lot who are ripping me to bits because of me long, streaky grey locks, so wait till the end of September. I'm getting it dyed blonde. And and I think the room was split. Some of them believed me, some of them didn't. So I might just have to. I did have it years ago, right? I'll try and find a photo. I did have it dyed blonde. It was like longer than this, and it was fucking blonde. I might go back to blonde. Imagine that. And no, I'm not going to get it done live before anybody asks. Shut the front door. I know that's mad, isn't it, Rick? Hey, Daniel O'Donnell. I was like that, but I didn't want to act as surprised as I actually was. David, I got you an interview with Webby about moving in. You can stop going on a holiday. Rent is €500 a month. David Butler's too sensible for Webby. It wouldn't work. Starting a new look. The 80s are coming back, Anne. A DEXA scan. It's a bone density scan. Yes, Carol, I think she's actually had that. She's had. Now you say it. Now you explain what it is. I'm sure she's had that. 100% sure. Bone density. Well, I'm not 100%, but I'm 99% sure because I've seen a thing for it that she had. That was quite early on. that was one of the first things they did when she had a couple of blood tests with it as well. So I'm sure she's had that. I'll check. Ray, our claim to fame is that we are no relation to Daniel O'Donnell. Do you know any fortune tellers, Raymundo? It was Tenerife influence on Saf Bayan. JBM, listen, right? Tenerife influence, Saf and Anne Elton is a whole different story. That's all I'm going to say on the matter. And there's Keith and David involved as well, right? The key word being influence, right? I would call it led astray, but the key word, as you rightly termed it, is influence. And Tenerife and David and Keith in the same sentence, well, it's a whole different story for another vlog. But put it this way, she's now a hardened porn star martini and Guinness drinker. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Catherine says, Saf, you'll have all the support needed from whatever university you chose. No need to worry. My granddaughter had amazing support at her uni. Yes, thank you, Catherine. I'll pass that on. We've actually got a friend, there's a friend of mine whose daughter is actually she's starting at Brighton University where Saf wants to go, and she's not too well either. And they've literally bent over backwards is probably the wrong term, but they've done everything positive for this young girl, and you know she's rocking and raring to go now. So I was quite sort of it was quite heartwarming to see. So that's what I'm sort of pointing out to Saf. But I can see a hesitance as well, because university for a youngster's daunting anyway. But these days it's a lot different, isn't it? I'm sure any university would be helpful. I think it's something she's got to discuss with the college more so as well when she goes back in September. She's got to look at her options. I think I keep saying to her, take it one day at a time. You never know what's around the corner there. Where am I up to? Thanks for your well wishes. It appreciates. I'm off to get my beauty sleep. I need a lot. I was going to say nothing, Nikki. Good night. God bless us again. Nikki, thanks for popping in. Keep resting up. Not long till you're back in the land of the living now. And appreciate you popping in. Great, that Saf got to fly to Tenerife. We've met a wonderful young lady we've grown to love, especially as a softer. Yeah, thank you, Anne. And she talks about you all a lot, I tell you that now. She really does. She misses you all. We'll have a party and a hopping when you fully recover. That's not going to happen, Jay, because Nicky's barred from Bournemouth. We don't let riffraff in. We don't just let anybody in. Vinnie, my claim to fame is my granddad completed 24 successful kamikaze missions. Vinnie, have a word. Similar trouble with my hands, now needing to use anti-inflammatory cream. Yeah, I remember you saying, Trisha, the anti-inflammatory cream and that doesn't touch Saf. It just doesn't even touch her. They've tried it and it just doesn't touch her. JBM's uncle got COVID yesterday. Flipping heck, don't tell me that's on the increase again. I'm up at Haywards Heath, so I'm going back there to see him. It's not too far away from you then, is that all right, Haywards Heath? Living the dream. Dave, hi, Dave. Didn't know you were live tonight, colleagues. No, cheers, Dave. Good to see you, mate. Hope Julie's okay. No, it's one of them, Dave. I was meant to be working tonight. Well, I wasn't meant to be working, but normally I would work this quiz night I took on in the Irish bar. But tonight they had a special thing on with it being a first Monday night football, the Premier League. They put that on tonight. They did tell me, to be fair to them, but you know what I'm like, one in there, out there. And I remembered at about, well, literally 20 minutes before I was due to leave the house and go and set up. I actually said to Saf at one point, I could do without work tonight. And I just carried on getting ready. And then when I was getting my bits together, I saw my little reminder thing and I thought, oh God, I'm not in tonight. So I'm at home. And the thing is, Dave, we're on about going out tomorrow. We're having a little bit of a trip out, me and Saf, just to chill out, have a bit of a rest. We've got our little day out. So I might be live tomorrow night from where we end up. Don't know. We haven't even got any plans. We don't even know where we're going. So just in case we go somewhere where it's rural and I can't get a signal because my phones are crap, I thought I'd go live tonight and see everybody. I've been on an hour. Flipping heck, where did that hour go? But yeah, good to see you, Dave. Oh no, not blonde. Come on, Trisha. Nothing wrong with blondes. Have more fun. So what happened 2019 to 22? We worried about COVID and told everyone to pay off. I don't want to get ill now. It's like we don't care about it. I think as a nation, JBM, we've learnt our lessons, haven't we? I did it for a bet years ago. Blonde hair is good for me. It would suit you, Keith, because I reckon blonde hair would suit you. Don't have to dye my hair, just paint my head. Been to 2 fortune tellers this year. I'm still poor and miserable. Enough said. But did they tell you we're going to be poor and miserable, though, Stuart? If they told you we're going to be poor and miserable, then the fortune tellers were right. It's when they tell you you're going to win a lottery and then you're poor and miserable. That's when you want your money back. Nothing to do with me. Hey, it had everything to do with you. Saf's my witness. In fact, I've got it on flipping camera. Oh, there's a bridge envy between the Geordies and the wannabe Scousers. Got to go, mate. Talk soon. Keith, take care. Have fun. You're still over there, aren't you? Have fun if you are. Colin Sunday. Hi, Col. Just moved to Poole and Darren John recommended me. I watched you and said you met him in London for a few drinks. Just sub. Oh, nice one, Colin. Yeah. But Darren John, yeah, he's over in Thailand now. Going back. Well, I think it was not last year before, when he was still in London. He was living in the East End. And my daughter was she had a convention thing to go to at the Excel Arena, and Darren don't live too far away. So yeah, we met up in the afternoon and had a couple of bevies. Great fella, lovely fella, Darren. Funny guy, stories to tell. Yeah, champion. And I've not really been in. I did drop him a message on one of his videos the other night. He's over in Thailand and he's sort of doing his thing over there, going through. It has to be said, a few ups and downs, but he seems to be looking and being the better for it. So yeah, nice one, Colin. Thanks so much. Yeah, top man, Darren. If anybody I can't do it. Can anyone pop up a link to Darren John's channel if you want to go and see a man living his life in Thailand, and he's got some great London stuff. He's good mate to Just Rick's as well. I don't know if Rick's still about. Just moved to Poole. Not too far from me, mate. I'm in Bournemouth. Only a couple of miles away. I do a couple of gigs over Poole way in the boozers now and again, Colin. So if you ever want to meet up, give me a shout. Keith, we should sue for that slander remark. It's beyond me. How can you even deny it? I have a good mind to tell everybody the story. In fact, I have a good mind to publish the video. If Saf was never prepared for university, she was in March. She went from not even wanting to go into a pub to necking back Guinness like it was going out of fashion, and now porn star martinis are like me drinking Roller Cola, and it's all down to 3 Dubliners. That's all I'm going to say. Coming here on a Monday and all I get is this. Leeds beat Everton 1-0. Oh, Rigger will be happy. Just Rick, you've taught Saf confidence. Thank you, Rick. That opens more doors than intelligence. Yes, I agree. If she has both, she's made it. Thank you, mate. Dad's work is done well done. Yeah, cheers, Rick. That does mean a lot. From a guy who's brought up 2 marvellous girls and been there and done it and read every book and worn every T-shirt. Yeah, it does mean a lot, mate. And I think that, again, I'm only echoing what a million people say, mate. Your girls are a credit to you as well. Absolutely. They're striding, aren't they? And as to be said, Meg seems to be loving life over on the island, but who wouldn't? You know what I mean? World's at her feet in it. So yeah. But thank you, Rick, and I'll show Saf that. When I show these comments that you guys make and support her and all that, it reinforces my encouragement towards it, if that makes sense. I'm always telling her, be yourself, do this, don't worry, enjoy your life, do your best, this, that, and the other. But I think when I've got people behind me, because Saf and I, we haven't got a big family behind us. She hasn't got aunts and uncles on the doorstep like a lot of kids and brothers and sisters. There's only a few of us here. But when she sees comments from people, some of you she's met, some of you she hasn't, and you're all saying the same thing, it does. I think it does sort of reinforce what I say. So yeah, massive thank you for that. And I promise you, I do show it every single message, even the ones about Guinness. JBM, I am blonde. That could put me off going blonde, Jay. You know, people might think I'm your younger brother. Prash is in. Evening, Prash. How you doing? Hope you are, mate. Hope mum's well. Karaoke live update. There isn't one, Jay, to be honest. I've been trying different things. Maybe it's one of the things I need to speak to me Uncle Rick about, going back live on the karaoke, because it's a bit of a thing to manage, and it's getting towards the end of the summer season now. I've possibly left it too late to instigate. I've tried various things with it, but I'm not sure I'm going to take it on. I don't know. What's going on in Bournemouth update? Not a lot's going on. August bank holiday next week. So if the weather's hot, it's going to be nuts. Everybody's kicking off about their hotels full of migrants. It's Bournemouth, Jay. It's a complete melting pot, Bournemouth, of holidaymakers, migrants, foreign students, stags and hens. You name it, we've got it in town, and you just let it. Do you know what? I just let them all get on with it, and I just live my life. That's the best thing. Work rota update. Busy. This week, not a lot. I'm only working Wednesday, Thursday this week. I'm away over the weekend at different festivals. That's good news. So not as heavy this week, which is what I need. Time with Saf before she goes back to college. Rick, I think you did similar to your girls. You deserve to be proud of them both. Absolutely. That's what I was saying, Anne. Thank you, Anne. Living a dream. Vinnie, many years ago, went on a picnic with Errol Brown from Heart Chocolate. It started with a quiche. That's nothing. Yesterday, I had Lionel Richie round for Sunday dinner. He asked me for gravy. He asked me not once, not twice, but 3 times for gravy. I nearly knackered that joke up then. Rick, you can use that one in your show. Feel free. Tell us a story how you met Just Rick. Well, I'll tell you the story of how I met Rick. I was in Veronica's one night, and at the end of Veronica's, there's this phone box, and I'm only joking. That's now how I met Rick. I was privileged to meet Rick, and I say privileged because it is privilege. Basically, through watching the Tenerife videos. I can't, if I'm truly honest, I can't remember. Rick, when was the first time we met? I know we had that chat in Kev's Chill Out Bar. Was that the first time? Because I think I went to see Shelley performing at what was the old Night Owl up in Fanya Bay, and you and Rowley were there, and you took me back to, I was staying in Tenerife, best Tenerife hotel, and you took me back, and then we went to Kev's Chill Out Bar. I think that was the first time we met, wasn't it, if I'm right? And then not long after that, Rick, basically, I have to say it was mainly Rick, bit of Tim, but mainly Rick, who was sort of selling me the benefits of having a YouTube channel, and wrecked me life. And yeah, we sort of clicked from there, and yeah, he's a good pal, good man, Rick. He's a font of knowledge, and just somebody good to have there. It's the best way I can actually describe Rick. He's just somebody good to have there. Sean Gilmore's in. Evening, Sean. Hope you're well. Lanzarote booked for September from Bournemouth Jet 2. Nice one, Sean. Yeah, I remember you going. Yeah, hope to meet Mr. Lonzy. Travel on where always seems to miss him. Oh, mate. Yeah, he'll be around. Drop him an email, mate. Dave's always up for meeting. He does his Sunday morning walkabouts. He goes live on TikTok, doesn't he? So you'd catch him on a Sunday morning doing his walkabout. So if you watch him on TikTok, I don't know if you've got TikTok, mate, but he goes live on a Sunday. Patrick Morringer, man, he'll tell you Dave's whereabouts. He goes live on his TikTok, usually around Playa Blanca or Puerto del Carmen. So if you find out where he is and shoot over, you'd meet him, mate, no problem. Done my thumbs, thank you, Shirley. Cole, remember I'm staying at a holiday park in Poole in October. Yes, certainly, Jay. Rockley Park in it, you know. Cole, Julie and I looked after your daughter after a certain CG and others led her astray. A certain, I wonder who the CG is. I think you had a part to play in the leading astray as well. Prash, you just said stride on. Careful, Cole, you get mistaken again for being a nice. Did I say stride on? I've never said stride on in my life. Being a nice strider. Yeah, cheers for that, Prash. And we had a ganging up. Julie Butler, I'm witness to that. Yeah, here we go. They all pipe up now. Two beautiful daughters, Rick. Do you know what? I've met Alice when Rick. Again, Rick's good to have around. My car got lifted by the old parking people, and Rick stepped up and took me up to the mountains of Adeki to retrieve said car. And that morning, Alex was in the car, so I've met Alice. I've never met Meg. It's one of them. I think it's. I went in. I won't say it, but there was a time where I think Rick suggested where I might see her. I went there, didn't see her, and never met Meg. So she'd probably throw something at me for maybe leading a dad astray. I don't know. Where was it up to? Colin Sunday. I'd like to know more about this channel and what you do, Cole's Place. Oh, nice one, Colin. How can I describe it, mate? My bio tells it all. I'm a single dad. I live in Bournemouth. My daughter's 17 now. She was about 15 when I started the channel. And for me, it's just like a diary of stuff I do. That's all it is. Simple as that. When I started the channel, certain other YouTubers told me just to point a camera and shoot and enjoy it. And that's what I've done since day one. And that's what I continue to do. So there's a lot of stuff, when I go over to Tenerife with or without my daughter, that I do, all the pubs and what have you, all the late night bars. I work in a nighttime economy around Bournemouth, so I do a lot of nighttime related stuff because it's just a bit of a passion and interest. So yeah, it's just about me spending time with Saf while she's still young and while she still wants to spend time with me. And just getting up to all sorts, mate. Bit of surfing, a few pub crawls here and there, meeting people. And it's just a diary. So, in years to come, when I've popped my clogs, Saf can look back and say, oh, yeah, I remember going to that festival with my dad. I remember going to Tenerife with my dad. I remember going to that water park with my dad. So that's what the channel's basically about, mate. And as a result of doing that from day one, there's this like massive sort of community of people who sort of join in along the way. A lot of them are in the chat now, and it's just grown beyond my expectations. I think I actually remember saying to Just Rick in the chat is based in Tenerife. I remember a conversation with a couple of years ago. Oh yeah, I'll probably get to about 300 subscribers and I'll give it up because it's not really my thing. And here it is now at 8,000 subscribers later, and about 600 videos, and I've done all these mad, crazy things with it, and it's brilliant. It just goes from strength to strength, which is due to everyone's support. So that's a channel in a nutshell, Colin. And I'm glad you've joined in and you found it. So yeah, that's how it is. If I'm missing any comments, please let me know. Saw you on Just Rick's channel and thought he was cool, so I'm new and about to sub. Oh, thank you, YT Homemade. That's very nice. Saw you on Rick's channel and thought you was what? You thought I was cool standing next to Rick? You thought I was cool? You make me look cool, Rick. Yeah, thank you, YT Homemade. That's great. Yeah, appreciate that. Kev, chill out was the first time we had a proper conversation. It was. I remember the conversation, Rick, because you were looking, you were explaining the science, the figures, and all that of YouTube to me. Like this sort of the optimization of it all, and it's mad in how you remember certain conversations. And then you took me to the hotel because I was meeting my mate afterwards to go and watch the Liverpool game, and I legged it up, got into my Liverpool shirt, and then you dropped me off. I can't remember where now. You dropped me off at a pub somewhere. I can't remember what pub it were. And then you bolted off because I think you were working that night or you were going to pick up Shelley. Yeah. Cool, that was 3 years ago, Rick. Where's that time gone? Rick, I watched you interview Frankie Mack. He's selling out at Edinburgh Fringe. Frankie Mack's a superb entertainer. I've seen him live in Tenerife twice, and you know, he's one of them. I don't want to be rude or disrespectful to any Tenerife entertainer, but what I will say is, in my humble opinion, as somebody who's done it for like 20 years, not to the level of a lot of Tenerife entertainers, but as somebody who's been in that game, in Tenerife, there are, I don't know if Rick will agree with me here, I might be get myself in trouble, but I see the entertainment in Tenerife as being on certain levels. You've got a top tier of entertainers, then you've got everybody else. And in that top tier, there's, you know, there's a handful of absolute gold, and Frankie Mack's one of them. Julie Butler, hi Anne and everyone. It was quite the night. I'm surprised you remember Julie. How's Dave? I don't think TikTok is a good place to advertise a YouTube channel. I wouldn't say it's a bad place. I just don't know. I suppose it works for some people, Jay, not for others. I don't know. Vinnie's on the drink. Richard Edwards, hi. Richard just got to Bristol Airport, picking up customers not long now, September 18th. Lanzarote. Nice one, mate. It's coming round quick. Everyone's holidays come round quick, don't they, apart from mine? Please go and watch it. Thank you, Jay. There's Rick's channel. Just Rick. Frankie Mack is smashing Edinburgh Fringe. He had a video of 250,000 views. I saw the one where he was encouraging the audience to boo him off or something, wasn't he? He was playing like a double bluff. I saw that one, and it was like, I've upset my Edinburgh Fringe audience or something like that. And then he was telling them, I need you to boo me off. That type of thing. Clever lad. Clever. Pat Morton, speaking of Dave Travelon, he's just reached 70,000 subs. Wow, on YouTube. And actually said in his live today what Andrew did to him. So he's not the nice guy people think he is. They've got their differences, let's put it that way. Colin Sunday, I want to start a YouTube channel, but just worried about losing lots of subscribers. So do you lose lots or gain more? That's a great question, Colin. First of all, if you're going to start a YouTube channel, just do it, is what I'd say to you. There's people in this chat now who are probably better placed than me to advise you. But I would say my advice is just do it. The advice that Rick and a few others sort of passed on to me is what I'll pass on to you. Get a camera, get your phone, and just film something you enjoy doing, or you enjoy watching, or you enjoy eating, whatever it is you enjoy, film it, get it on, see how it goes, and take it as it comes. The best bit of advice, Scotsman Kev and Rick and a few others have told me time and time again, is don't get too hung up on the figures. I mean, I've got a board behind me with subscribers on. I just do that for a bit of a laugh. Don't get too hung up on figures. You will gain subscribers. As you go along, you will gain more than you lose. Trust me. I think consistency helps. Scotsman Kevin, great channel. He puts out 2 or 3 videos a day. He's on 80,000 subscribers and he gets views that are astronomical. Just Rick, another example, is, I think Rick, forgive me if I'm wrong, Rick, but Rick concentrates more on the quality of his content and the reasoning behind his content, as opposed to, I've got to get a video out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and that works for him. So you've just got to find your own little thing, you know, what suits you, and just stick at it and stick at it. JBM Travels, he puts out a video most days of his hotels. It's quite niche, it's quite specialist, but he enjoys doing it. And over the long term, you gain more than you lose unless you do something really silly. So yeah, just go for it, Colin. Seriously. And I'm local, so if you, I'm not the best teacher, but I'm no expert. I can only pass on what I've learned to you, and I'm more than happy to do that. Prash, got my car back today after the accidents, was terrified driving it, flipping out, Prash. Garage gave my car to repair, but I still got a while before I got 7 tablets today for the pain. Wow, mate, it's wonder you're not rattling. How's Saf? She's great, mate. Saf's doing really well. She's just waiting to get back into college now. I think she's had a long summer off, and luckily we've been doing a lot, so I've kept her on her toes, for the want of a better phrase. But she's looking now to get back to college and engage in her brain a bit, you know. But that's quite heavy, Prash. Rest up, mate. Don't rush back to work and stuff. Get yourself sorted, mate. You know what I'm saying? Daniel's Adventures. Hi, Daniel. Bryony, you talking to your boyfriend? Oh, we're going down that route again. Just Rick, we're the first generation that our great grandchildren can watch and see how their elders lived. Don't you think that's amazing? That's it. That's what I was saying. How far am I behind on these flipping comments? Am I miles away? Yeah, you bang on, Rick. That's what I said before. My channel, it's more of a, for me, it's more of a daft diary of what I get up to, and in years to come, she can watch it. How far am I away? Oh, I'm not too far away from the end. She's watching to in bed, Daniel. All right, yeah, Julie's watching in bed. Hiya, Julie. Hope we're not keeping you awake. Frankie Mac's going to Times Square in September. Oh, nice. The boy's got the world at his feet. Anne, can you put up Dave Travel for me? Thank you, Anne. Yeah. Travel on Dave's a great guy. He's a lovely fella. Yeah, Daniel, hope you're okay, mate. Hope you're good, Daniel. Oh, the swearing. Oh, Dave's great. Thanks, Colin. Love to you and stuff. Cheers, Julie. Julie, listen, I'll be in touch because we are sort of trying to plan a trip over. Trying being the operative word because it's just dates at the minute. I've had a mentally mad summer. More busy than I thought it was ever going to be. We've been doing stuff as well here. A few things, going on. Saf's hospital, this and the other. Saf's already back at college in 2-3 weeks' time. She's actually going to enrol Wednesday for year 2. And as soon as we get her definite college dates, then we're going to sort of ring fence a time to come over to Tenerife and mither everybody and stalk everybody. So that's all it is. Hope Dave's behaving himself, though. Probably not. Just Rick, you're correct, Cole. Don't care about quantity. Quality for me is hopefully what will be remembered in the future. Absolutely. 100%. I think the phrase Rick uses is as for both the channels, because you've got the one with Shelley, haven't you? Is that you don't put vlogs out for the sake of putting them out. And that's a good ethos to work with when you're doing YouTube. I think don't put them out for the sake of putting them out. It's two mindsets really. Scotsman Kev, for example, he'll go away. He does it for a living. It is his livelihood at the end of the day, and he works on the although his videos are good, he also concentrates on the quantity. He's like, he'll do his 10-minute walk, knock it out 3 times a day, bingo, and he'll earn his pennies and cover his costs. Whereas the other way of thinking is the Rick way, which is, work smart, not hard, probably is the best way to put it. I think that's something else you said to me once, Rick, about YouTube. So to go back to Colin Sunday in Poole, it's whatever suits you, mate, but definitely just do it. Just do it. And if in a month's time it doesn't suit or you can't be bothered with it, well, at least you've had a go. Prash, as father of a teenager, what advice would you give, especially as a YouTuber, to do during his summer holidays while still YouTubing yourself? Wow, what a question. As father of a teenager, what advice would you give as a YouTuber to do? The first thing is you've got to keep your teenager occupied and happy, because if they're not occupied and happy, then they're being a pest, right? Now, the other thing to bear in mind is, and I'm sure Rick will back me up here, when they're teenagers, they tend to sleep a lot. So you get like 3 phases. You get the sleeping phase, then you get feeding time, then you've got to keep them occupied time so they don't cause trouble. And the key to it is phase 1 and 2, you sort of try and manage subconsciously. Phase 3, keeping them out of trouble and keeping them occupied, that's where you put the effort in. So that's where your things like you're taking them to a theme park comes in, or you're taking them to whatever restaurant is, whatever cafe is just opened in town, that type of thing. And at the same time, if you can do that and use those phase 3 times as an opportunity for making a video. So give you an example, Saf wanted to go to this pizza place in Brighton a couple of months back. Great. Cost me an arm and a leg, but I made a video out of it. So you try and multitask a bit, Prash. The best advice I can give to anybody though is don't have teenagers. Don't have kids in the first place, then they don't become teenagers, and then you're all right. You haven't got to worry about it. She can't hear me, people, so don't worry. Trish is off. Love to Safi. Thank you, Trish. I will do. Take care. Thanks for popping in. I'm gonna flit in a bit anyway. I've kept you long enough. It's 10:30. I was only going to come on for half an hour. Julie, excellent news. Thank you, Julie. Dave is an angel. You know that. Yeah. Angel in disguise. Col, is Streamers easy to use on your phone? StreamYard. Yes, mate, it is. All you do is go on Safari. I get it. It's on the Safari app, not Google Chrome. It don't work. Link it to your YouTube account and then just follow the instructions. Dead easy, mate. And the advantage is it doesn't go back to front behind you. Scotsman's not put out videos every day. I think he's not been abroad as much, Jay. That's why. For whatever reasons, down to him. He's not been doing the sort of volume of trips abroad he'd normally do. But he'll be back on. Trust me, Kev will be back on form pretty soon. Don't worry. Scotsman's at home having a beer. He's been to Glasgow today, he said in the chat before. So just for you, so keep it on. Don't know, we're going on holiday. Oh, Dave, there's a Coles Place live chat exclusive. Living a Dreamer going on another holiday. Kids will only come see you for 3 reasons: bored, thirsty, or hungry. Yeah. 4, if they want money. That's the other reason. I forgot that, Prash. There's a phase 4, the skint phase or the need phase. It involves money, right? That's phase 4. You have to satisfy that as well, because that then does give you an even easier life. If you can financially satisfy them to a degree without going too over the top, then that gives you a breathing space as well. Teenage brains grow, makes them tired, shrinks back at 21. Literally chat with Kev on WhatsApp whilst we're both watching. So well done, Cole. You're doing a great job. Community is key. You do. Cheers, Rick. Well, I learned from the best, didn't I? Thank you, mate. Do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. 1 hour 42 minutes I've been going for. Oh my God, I'm getting like flipping Johnny Vlogger doing marathon lives. And no, I'm not going to sing. Mind you, neither does Johnny. It works on Chrome. Everything from you. Oh, hang on. It works on Chrome. I'm reading 2 comments at once. It works on Chrome on my phone. Does it, Jay? Whenever I've gone into it, it kicks me onto Safari. So I'm not saying you're wrong. It just doesn't do it for me. Dave said he learns everything from you. You're having a laugh, aren't you? I've been keeping the secret so long I can't remember where we're going. See how where do all you rich retired people? How do you all manage to go on so many holidays? You got the likes of me working my fingers to the bone, keeping the wheels of Britain's industry turning, right? Not being able to go on a single holiday. I'm lucky if I go down to Bournemouth Beach, which is 3 minutes walk away, right? And yet you lot, you're swanning off to Salou, you're swanning off to Tenerife, you're swanning off to Greece, you're swanning off here, you're swanning, you know what I mean? Whereas, like, you know, I'm in the wrong game. I'm only joking, by the way. I'm not. I'm green with envy, to be honest with you. I do need a holiday. I don't like YouTubers who beg for YouTube subscribers. There's nothing wrong with asking, Jay. We're all in it, you know, to grow channels and have a laugh and all this. So there's nothing wrong in asking. Begging, yeah, there's no need to beg for it. If so, I firmly believe, and again, going back to what Kevin, Rick, and all them pummeled into me. No, I mean that in jest. They don't pummel stuff into me, but I do learn from their example, right? From what I've learned from them is this: if you've got a YouTube channel and your content is decent enough and people want to watch it, then the views and subscribers will naturally come. Okay. And I think that is the best way of putting it. The views and subscribers naturally come. You know, whether you're doing 3 videos a day like Kevin, or you're doing one masterpiece, one, you know, that's put a lot of thought and effort into it like Rick, or, you know, whether you're doing a big Hollywood production like Tim and Matt Master, or whoever, you know, whoever else we all know, everyone does it differently. No matter what your methodology and your sort of work behind it, if it's good enough and you've got that audience, then the subscribers and views will naturally come. But at the same time, one of the worst things you can do is start getting too hung up on views and subscribers and this, that, and the other, right? Because 2 things happen there, right? First thing that happens is it becomes a chore, not it doesn't you know, it should be an enjoyment, it should be a fulfillment, and it should be like a, not a means to an end, but it should make you happy. And if you get up in the morning and think, oh my God, I've got to do a video today, or oh my God, I've got to edit this video, or oh my God, I've got to go live, then that's like going to work, isn't it? It's like going to work down a coal mine. No disrespect to coal miners, but you know, you're not doing something you particularly want to get up and do. And that eventually, I think, like DJing, if you don't want to DJ, if you're not up for it, and you know, we're all human. I'm like it sometimes. Tonight, you know, I thought, oh, I could do without work tonight. It can come across to your viewers or your audience. So you're best off keeping it at a level that you enjoy, and then the subscribers and views will naturally come. Now, the other thing there, when I say don't get too hung up on subscribers and views, if you get too obsessed with getting views and too obsessed with getting subscribers, no matter what your reason for doing YouTube is, whether you're doing it for a living or whether you're doing it like me for, you know, a life thing, or whether you're just doing it for a laugh or whatever, if you get to, oh, I've got to get 10,000 views, I need to do that to get 5,000 views, I need to do that. If you get too way over the top with that, then that desperation comes across as well, and your behavior changes, and the reason that the way you go about building your audience and your community changes, and people notice that as well. So that, you know, you've just got to keep it at an enjoyable level that fits in with your life. It's got to, you've got to let it fit in with you. You can't fit in with it, is probably what I'm saying. That's my experience. And Colin, Sunday, if you're still watching, you know, that's what I've learned, and that's what's been passed on to me. And my channel still grows. So I think those who taught me right. Right, where am I going? I tell you what, people, we'll stay in another 10 minutes. How's that? Because I'm conscious that I'm keeping you all up. Although you're all chatting away happily, so you'll have me here till 3 o'clock. It'll be an all late night live. Dave said he learnt everything from you. Yeah, you are having a laugh. There's nothing Dave needs teaching. Can you do a second person join you live on StreamYard call? I can, Daniel, but not tonight, mate. It's a case of posting a link and all that. I'll be honest with you, I haven't got the energy. I will do in the future, though, mate, if you want to come on, not a problem. I will do. When I do the late night lives, they're not moderated and they're not kept. They're not, I erase them as soon as they finish. And sometimes I whack the link up on there, mate, but they're like 2 in the morning. Oh, God, the comments are flying, and I do apologise if I miss any. JBM, you always ask people to subscribe. He does, JBM, he's terrible. Do the board. Yeah, I'll do the board in a minute, Jay. Julie and Dave, enjoy the Isle of Man. Which Julie and Dave are going to the Isle of Man? Is it Dave and Julie Butler who live in Tenerife, or is it Julie and Dave living the dream? God, mind blown. I can't even afford to go to Hargate. Me, you both, Vinnie. Prash, don't worry, call about phase 4. She knows you got money. You're joking, aren't you? I mean, come on. We've seen you on the boat like on we paddleboard. Lanzarote, Puerto del Carmen, cold place to go, mate. September, meet up in the tiny bar. Cracking little bar, that, Richard. I had a couple in there when I was over there last year. Yeah, if I do want to get away in September, this sounds awful, by myself, to do like a little Scotsman Kev vlogging style trip, you know, like I did in Magaluf. I want to do so. You know, I am looking at, there is a possibility I can snatch a couple of days off and do something. So watch this space, Richard. I did have Portugal on the cards because a few mates were going to go to Portugal, but I think that's gone by the wayside now. But I've got a couple of days off earmarked to do that. So you never know. Me and Julie still work full time. I wish we were retired. It's just these rich Dubliners, Dave, that swan off at the drop of an hat, staying in the hotels in Tenerife. JBM, it's all about YouTube subscribers to boost your channel, which is why I put links up. Yeah, there is that. Absolutely. People help people. Raimundo Patricia, we have been YouTube subscribers for over 6 years from the early days of TTBC, when Scotsman couldn't talk, when Lee was young. Thanks for all the entertainment. Keep comments clean and respectful. Absolutely. When Scotsman couldn't talk. Yeah, Kev's first videos, I remember them. Was it Rick or somebody said to him, "You've got to put your face on, you've got to talk." And he was walking. I remember watching a few of them. He was zooming down like Mirador Strip, just filming with a bit of music in the background. Still good to watch. I can't wait. Think about this way, people. The Tenerife YouTube thing and all that. It's been going what now? Let's say, for argument's sake, 4 or 5 years. It'd be good to see in 10 years' time and look back at everybody's videos and see the change in like 10 years' time. Imagine that. Like Rick said earlier, we're the first generation where our grandchildren will be able to watch us and all that sort of stuff. Julie's off. Rare early night. Got to take a dog up a mountain in the morning. Get your dog up the mountain, Julie. Julie, speak to you soon. Take care. And I'll tell Saf you were in. Say all right to our Dave. Yorkshire Lee said, either people will flock to your channel and subscribe, or if they don't, providing you enjoy doing it, that's what matters. Yeah, I'll build on that. I wouldn't say necessarily flock to your channel, because that gives the impression that make a video, you're going to get 1,000 subscribers straight away. It's pretty much what I said earlier. If your content's enjoyable or informative or whatever, people will come. And to agree with, who was it, Yorkshire Lee, if they don't, as long as you enjoy doing it, he's right. That is what matters. If you enjoy getting up in the morning and going out and filming the sunrise, and you get 2 people a day watching it, fine. If you enjoy getting up and it's what gets you out, then go and film it. Trevor Pritchard, to have your hobby as a job and making money, then you have it right. Well, yeah, there's a privileged few there, Trevor. Privileged few. If what's a saying? If your job isn't like work or whatever, then you've got it right. Yeah. Maybe one day YouTube might take over my DJing. Maybe one day. I doubt it. You never know. Putting up links is part of the community. We're all such help channels on the way. I will always help whenever I can. Each channels needs help to promote. Good point. Cole, I've heard from Ray Duffy lately. I dropped him a message about 2 weeks ago. He sent me a message. We just basically text now and again. I've not actually spoken to him for a good few weeks, but I'll give him a shout. Ray and Madge are lovely. You going live at 1 a.m? Not tonight, Jay. Louise back. Bye, Colin. Enjoy your day to my staff. Will do. Thanks, Louise. Appreciate you popping in as always. Thank you so much. And I'm not 2:57 a.m. Was it that late? Was it, Stuart? Flipping it. Don't worry, it's not the real Vinnie call. Oh, I didn't see that one, Jay. Stop Colt, far from rich, more wishful thinking. Yeah, we know, Anne. The James Bond video of you cruising to Tim's house. Did you get any drone footage with you on the boat? No, I know the one you mean, Prash. No, I didn't get any. I didn't have the drone with me that day. I don't know if it came across on that video, but that morning, I booked that boat through Dan, through the shop, and that was at the end of the holiday, and I had one of my man flu episodes. Oh my God, I was so rough that morning. I even tried to cancel it with Dan in the shop, but it was too early. I couldn't get hold of him, so I thought, you know what, I'm going to have to grin and bear it. And it was piping hot that morning. It was such a warm morning. I know Tenerife warm most mornings, but it was flipping warm. And I shoveled about half a dozen Lemsips down my throat. and I just got on this boat and went for it. And and listen, I was out there for I think it was 3 hours, and I could feel the lemsips wearing off as the boat was going on. I thought, oh my god, it was great fun. Self-drive boat. I didn't get any drone footage, Prash. No, unfortunately, I didn't take the drone with me. YouTube can take time. Yeah, certainly can. Prash, yeah, I agree with that. I put a video on YouTube in 2013. Wow, Shirley. Jack was eating bush. She was getting annoyed at me filming, so it could have been. But one video and a happy memory. There you go. You see, you got that to look back on. That's what I was saying earlier. Keep it as a diary, if nothing else. Oh, I've caught up. Look at that. Is everybody left, or is it me caught up? Can you explain this tenerife flu you keep getting and what it's like? It's not tenerife flu, mate. It's not an illness exclusive to Tenerife. It's just that I think with the job I'm in, and I have all these late nights, and I'm surrounded by young people dancing and cuddling each other and all that sort of stuff. I'm just very susceptible to getting colds and flu, and I go over to Tenerife, change of climate, and it just comes out when I'm over there. Start sneezing and coughing and blow my nose and all that, and then I probably leave it, and half of Tenerife catches it, or half of Veronica's anyway. So I think that's all it is, Jay. It's not a Tenerife flu. We don't want to spread another thing false about Tenerife, do we? Eh? Right, I'll update this board. Time is it, anyone? 11:15. Oh my god, 2 hours. I was only came on an hour. Wow. Right. Now's your chance. If you're watching in the background and you haven't subscribed, now's your chance to subscribe, because I'm going to update the board. And if you want to appear on the board, now's your time. All right. So for the people who are watching who've just come in tonight and don't normally watch me, and you've heard me say, don't get hung up on figures. You don't get hung up on the figures. Obviously, some people do it for a living, Kev and all that, so they have to be mindful of the figures. But I can tell you now, Kev still enjoys what he's doing, so he's not hung up on it at all. But, I do this just basically to keep a record, if you like, of how the channel's going and share it with you guys who constantly support me. And I like to think that me keeping this record and showing you is my way of appreciating what you do for me and the channel as viewers and supporters. Okay, so it's not like I don't set myself targets, something like that. I just take it as it goes along. So what I do when sat here at the table usually on a Tuesday live or whenever, I update this board. So it's just a number. If you have a YouTube channel, you've got what they call YouTube Studio, and it's YouTube supplying you, if you're going to take it seriously, with certain sort of metrics, how many people watch you and all that. So I just keep a little record here. Oh my god, and now it's not working. There we go. Analytics. Bear with me, people. That's better. Analytics. Right, so the top figure is the number of views the channel has had. So views is basically anytime one of you guys watches anything I put out, whether it's a short video, a normal video, a live, anything at all, it counts as a view. And go back, the last time you updated this was a couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago tonight, actually, 5th of August. Last week I was in Weymouth, beautiful. But this week, so last week before last, it was on 1,498,000 views since the channel began. As of yesterday, because I think this is a day behind, I don't know, it is 1,531,009 views. So we've clattered through the 1.5 million mark. So thank you so much for that. 1,531,000 views. That's about 30,000 views in the last couple of weeks. For a little channel like mine, is absolutely humbling and amazing. So thank you so much for everybody who's watched anything, and that has shot up. So that's superb. The next one is, what is it? Watch hours. So this is the amount of time you lot have collectively spent watching my content. Okay, so in terms of hours, so for every minute that you watch something, YouTube logs it, keeps it and tallies it up. So since the channel began, which is about 3 years ago, the other week it was 129,640 hours. It is now 132,273 hours. So that's mental as well, because that's shot up 2 weeks. Been some good videos, some good figures on the videos. And the one that people get proper on about is the amount of followers, subscribers, which is nice because it shows that, you know, people are loyal to you and they appreciate what you do to the extent where they commit to subscribing to the channel. So if you want to do that, go ahead. Now, the other week, 5th of August, let's change the date. It was on 7,825. 7825. This week, as of now, this is live. Them figures are a day or two ago. This is the up-to-date figure now. It's 8. We've gone through 8,000. But no, we've gone through 8,000. It's on 8,112. So that's pretty decent. That's I can't work it out. It's about 280 in the last couple of weeks. So that's superb. And as I said at the beginning of live, I've put some Bournemouth videos out. So I believe I've got a lot of what I would call Bournemouth-based viewers as opposed to Tenerife viewers, which is one of the things I'm trying to achieve with the channel. You know, I live in a great town and I want to do stuff locally because I can't always get abroad. And I've put a couple of vlogs out lately that seems to have struck a chord with Bournemouth. And got some new viewers. So big welcome and thank you if you're one of those people. And a massive thank you to everybody who's been with me from day one and joined along the way. That is absolutely superb. I say it every week and I mean it. And Rick will back me up because he's the same with his channel. Kevin will back me up. JBM will back me up. Anyone who's got a channel, it's so humbling and unbelievable that, you know, people do that for you. So massive thank you. Right, let me. Before I go, I'll read the last comments. Living a dream. Cheers, Dave. Cheers, Julie. Thank you so much. Board time, says Jay. Yeah. Keith Glasgow, evening call, not cut your life well. Oh, nice one, Keith. Hope you're well. Yeah, just about to finish, Keith, to be fair. We've been on for about 7 hours. You haven't missed much. Couple of bad Vinnie jokes. Just Rick and Kev Scotsman were in, and everyone else was just basically taking the piss out of my hair. This is a late one for you, Colin. It is, Anne, isn't it? Do you lot? No, I'm only joking. It's a pleasure to do it. Colin live on YouTube. I want to admit you're right. Chips with curry is heaven. I admit I lost, but Sunday dinner with ketchup. Another food of the gods, Prash. Sunday dinner, roast dinner with ketchup on your roast potatoes. 100%. Great video with Michael. I can't watch him. He blocked me. I think he's also blocked Cole. Thank you, Cole, for a great. Thank you, David. Appreciate it. Appreciate all you and Anne do for us. And did you see my message? I'm just scouting through anything. Sean Gilmore, great numbers. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate it. Cheers, Vinnie. Good night, Cole. Cheers, Anne. Cheers, David. Cheers, Shirley. Thank you. Cole, you good guy. Oh, thank you, Pat. Do appreciate it. Have a good night. Nice one, Colin Staff. Cheers, Daniel. Cheers. Nice one, Prash. Thanks for popping in. JBM, thank you so much. Right, listen, I'm the cut loose. What time is it? Been on about 7 hours. Thanks, everybody, for them figures. Thank you for tuning into the live and all your support and all the new people as well. Old and new. Do appreciate it. As I keep saying, it does spur you on, and there's loads more good stuff to come. There's going to be a few channel changes, but I'm going to sort of, before I discuss that, I've got a few things to do with various things and all that. So there's going to be a few changes on the channel, but nothing utterly fundamental where it's going to change drastically. It's just to fit it in now. It's grown a little bit. I'll keep you informed. Where are we? I've got a couple of videos to come out this week. Possibly live tomorrow if me and Saf get somewhere with a good signal. If not, catch you all at the weekend. I always say it every week. You watch my content, please watch everybody else's. There's some fantastic stuff going out there. You've seen all the links tonight. Take it easy. Thanks to people with the spanner, and we'll catch you in the next live. Happy week, everybody. Love you all. For me and Saf.